off the bat for Alana Smith. Buckled Courtney's knees.
Uh-oh.
Caitlin Clark just delivered a performance that stunned Cheryl Reeve and the Minnesota Lynx. A game-changing display shook the WNBA, showing everyone she's not just a rising star, she's a champion. Clark has turned every critic into a fan, showing she's a true powerhouse. In this video, we will see how Clark handled the WNBA Bullies and how she responded back to Cheryl Reeve. Caitlin Clark is taking the WNBA by storm, bringing energy and talent the league hasn't seen in a long time. In her rookie season, she stunned everyone by averaging 26.6 points per game, breaking records and winning multiple Player of the Week awards. One of her most memorable moments was a jaw-dropping triple-double against the Las Vegas Aces. People are already comparing her to how Michael Jordan changed the NBA in the 90s. Caitlin isn't just playing basketball, she's redefining it. Recently, in 2023, Caitlin made history by surpassing Pete Maravich's 54-year-old record, becoming the all-time leading scorer in college basketball with an incredible 3,951 points. During her college years, she averaged 28.4 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game, and her incredible performances brought a surge of popularity to women's basketball. However, not everyone is cheering for Caitlin. While she's earned plenty of fans, some people in the sport feel overshadowed by her success. But Caitlin has faced all the doubters and criticism head-on. She's shown that she's a force to be dealt with, silencing her haters and proving that she's here to dominate the court. Caitlin Clark is just getting started. In a captivating WNBA game, Caitlin Clark, a dynamic rookie sensation for the Indiana Fever, went head-to-head with the Minnesota Lynx, led by the formidable Cheryl Reeve. Reeve, renowned for her tactical brilliance and relentless drive, also serves as the head coach for Team USA. From the outset, the game was charged with intensity. The Lynx immediately capitalized on a Clark turnover, putting the first points on the board. Clark, who had difficulty finding her rhythm in the opening quarter, scored just 2 points, hitting only 1 of her 4 attempts. Despite these early struggles, Clark played a pivotal role in keeping the Fever within striking distance by directing key assists for her teammates. The Fever stuck to a narrow 20-19 lead as the first quarter ended. As the game moved into the second quarter, the Lynx started hitting their move, sinking several three-pointers to take the lead. However, the Fever's inside duo, Aaliyah Boston and Nalissa Smith, were unstoppable in the paint, ensuring the game remained close. Clark began to warm up, nailing a step-back three-pointer and driving hard to the basket, eventually tying the game at 38-38. By halftime, the scoreboard read 48-48, a testament to the fierce competition on both sides, with Boston and Smith continuing to dominate. The third quarter saw the Lynx ramp up their defensive efforts, maintaining a slight edge over the Fever. They focused heavily on neutralizing Clark, who became visibly frustrated, especially after a tense confrontation with Cecilia Zandalicini of the Lynx. This dispute led to a technical foul being called on Clark. As the tension on the court rose, Clark managed to add only 7 points to her tally over the first 3 quarters. But in the final quarter, Clark demonstrated why she's considered one of the most promising players in the game today. She rose to the occasion, sinking a contested shot with a defender in her face and sparkling the crowd with a jaw-dropping bounce move that left her opponent on the floor. The atmosphere was electric, and even as the Lynx responded with strong plays, Kelsey Mitchell of the Fever answered each of their big shots, ensuring the game remained within reach. With the game tied at 71, Clark made a decisive move, drawing defenders towards her before dishing the ball to Boston for a crucial basket. Although the Lynx hit a three-pointer to narrow the gap to 1, Mitchell sealed the victory for the Fever with a clutch defensive play, stripping the ball from Nalissa Smith. The Fever emerged victorious with an 81-74 win. Mitchell led the team with 21 points, while Boston delivered a dominant double-double performance with 17 points and 16 rebounds. After a rocky start, Clark finished strong with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, proving her mettle in the clutch moments. After Clark's massive response to Reeve, the strain on Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Reeve's relationship grew. Reeve, a 4-time WNBA champion coach who has guided Team USA to multiple gold medals, is known for her strategic brilliance and ability to build unified, championship-winning teams. In contrast, Clark is a rising star who has captured the imagination of fans with her fearless style of play and her charming presence on the court. But Clark's journey to stardom has been challenging. As she has risen through the ranks, she has faced criticism from some of the sport's veterans. Lynette Woodard, a college basketball legend, didn't offer much praise when Caitlin broke her scoring record. Woodard, who played from 1977 to 1981 and scored 3,649 points, suggested that the competition Caitlin faces today is easier than it was in her era. Even Diana Taurasi, one of the WNBA's veteran stars, advised Caitlin to prepare for the challenges of playing in the league, though many saw her comments as overly critical. Similarly, Cheryl Swoops, another Hall of Famer, has questioned the legitimacy of Clark's record-breaking performances. On the other side, Swoops argued that Clark's success was largely due to the number of games she played, comparing her accomplishments to those of Kelsey Plum, who set her scoring record in fewer years. However, upon closer examination, it's clear that Clark broke Plum's record in fewer games, challenging the notion that her success is simply a product of playing more. These criticisms show a reluctance to accept how the game has evolved. The sport of women's basketball has grown, and with it, so have the players. Clark's ability to thrive in this new era is a testament to her adaptability and skill. She's not just a product of the modern game, she's one of the key players shaping its future. As Clark's star continues to rise, so does women's basketball's visibility. Her marketability is unmatched, and she has landed profitable sponsorship deals with major brands, including Nike. This has made her one of the most financially successful players in women's college sports, drawing admiration and envy from her peers. Some, like Angel Reese, have taken veiled insults at Clark's increasing fame, suggesting that her attention is disproportionate to her contributions to the game. Reese seems to feel that Clark's success dominates the efforts of other players, provoking a growing tension within the sport. This tension reflects the bigger changes happening in women's basketball. The emergence of a new generation of players, led by Clark, challenges the established order and redefines what is possible on the court. This has created a divide between the sport's established stars and the new wave of talent pushing the boundaries. A striking example of this divide occurred when Ice Cube offered Clark $5 million to play in the Big Three, a professional 3-on-3 basketball league. Lexi Brown, a seasoned player, criticized this offer, reflecting a larger issue within the sport. Every time Clark achieves something extraordinary, someone is ready to downplay or discredit her success. However, this backlash often reveals more about the insecurities of others than any shortcomings in Clark's abilities. At the heart of Caitlin Clark's story is a tale of perseverance and resilience. She has faced criticism, adversity, and intense pressure, but has consistently used these challenges to fuel her drive for success. Her ability to perform under pressure and deliver when it matters most has solidified her reputation as a generational talent. While her rivalry with Cheryl Reeve adds an engaging angle to her journey, it is just one chapter in the larger narrative of her growing career. Caitlin Clark is not just a player to watch, she's a force of nature helping shape the future of women's basketball. As she transitions to the WNBA, all eyes will be on her to see how she continues to fulfill expectations and silence her critics. One thing is clear, Caitlin Clark is just beginning her journey, and the best is yet to come. Rumors of tension between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Reeve have reached a boiling point, especially after recent events in the WNBA. Caitlin, a rising star, shared what many consider one of the season's best photos, showcasing her impact on the game. However, the buzz turned to controversy as she was notably absent from the USA Women's Olympic roster. As the Olympics approached, fans couldn't understand why Caitlin, who has dramatically boosted TV ratings and filled arenas, wasn't selected. Speculation pointed to Cheryl Reeve, head coach of the Minnesota Lynx, as a possible influence behind the decision. During a recent Lynx game against the Indiana Fever, Minnesota fans seemed more excited about Caitlin than their team, further fueling rumors. Reeve's post-game comments hinted at underlying tension, leaving everyone wondering if there's more to the story than meets the eye. Rumors have been flying that Cheryl Reeve, the coach of the Minnesota Lynx, had something to do with Caitlin Clark not making the U.S. Olympic team. But recently, Reeve surprised everyone by speaking highly of Clark, even though she seemed frustrated with her before. Earlier this season, Reeve was annoyed when a Lynx game didn't get as much attention as an Indiana Fever game, which was buzzing with Clark's rising fame. When asked about Clark's absence from the Olympics, Reeve didn't want to talk about it. But now, before a game against Clark's team, Reeve has praised Clark's speed and passing, calling them exceptional. This sudden praise has caught fans off guard, making many wonder if Reeve is trying to address the backlash and rumors that she played a part in Clark's Olympic snub. Maybe, with Diana Taurasi injured, Reeve will now add Caitlin Clark to Team USA. Clark's ability to overcome negativity and shine on the court is inspiring. Her success should unite players to celebrate women's basketball and see her achievements as a boost for the sport, not a source of jealousy. Will the clashes between Clark and Reeve decrease, or will they be further fueled? Please share your thoughts with us. Hit the like and subscribe so you won't miss any future updates to my channel. Thanks for watching.